AB Mark.
All right, let's get this dialed in.
We got half blue, half magenta, just mix it up a little bit.
Right at home, Switzerland color, living my best life.
Let's get started. Gaming has always been social. Even if it was just you and your family around a console, laughing and arguing about screen peeking and 4-player co-op modes, or making friends from all over the world in MMOs. As technology has evolved, so has the social aspect of gaming. It used to be whoever could fit into your living room. Now it's a global community. Gamers around the world are playing together, but also inviting an audience through streaming.
At Logitech G, we pride ourselves on innovation at every level of gaming. As play has evolved to include streaming and content creation, we wanted to introduce products for game streamers and creators to look and sound their best from the moment they enter the space. We're a gaming company, so we know the importance of building a good team as we step into a new category of innovation. We started by adding the designers and engineers from Blue microphones and Litra lights to our Logitech G family. And we're excited to reveal Logitech G's first foray into lights and microphones with the Yeti GX, Yeti Orb, and Litra Beam LX.
Good audio is so important, and it can be pretty challenging to get it right. Gamers have some really specific needs from their audio equipment. There's loud key clicks, heightened levels of excitement, shifting vocal levels, tons of peripherals. So we've created some mics that are purpose-built for gamers to seamlessly plug into an existing setup and just start playing. The Yeti GX and the Yeti Orb make quality really easy for gamers. So the Yeti Orb is really designed to be an incredibly simple and intuitive product to use. It's really there for those users who are looking to level up their audio, maybe dip into streaming, get away from the headset boom microphones a little bit. Inside is a condenser capsule with a cardioid pickup pattern, as well as some advanced isolation to keep your stream clean. And to put that more simply, you sound like you, just much better. If you want to dive into some of the audio effects here in our G Hub and our Blue Voice technology, you can play with things like EQ and compression to customize your sound even more, even some fun effects. So once you have your sound figured out, you can really start to sort of add to your brand and customize the webcam facing RGB light sync zone right here in G Hub. The Yeti GX is a dynamic microphone with a super cardioid pickup pattern. Right away, the Yeti GX stands out as a gaming microphone. Just plug it in with a USB cable and it's ready to play without an XLR interface like most other dynamic mics require. It delivers pro-level performance with an advanced preamp circuitry and a proprietary capsule to focus on your voice and reduce all that background noise. So the Yeti GX has a super cardioid pickup pattern, which is really, really directional. You can picture like a laser beam coming out of the front of the mic, and that's all it tries to pick up. As I move my head around the side of the microphone, you'll hear my voice drop way off. Hello, hello, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. So the same is true for keyboard clicks and dog barks and just all that real life stuff that you don't necessarily want to capture for your stream. So because it has exceptionally accurate frequency response, it really captures your voice without that noise. It basically sounds like you're in a recording studio without actually being in a recording studio. And a humbucking secondary coil will reject any sort of stray electromagnetic fields to keep your stream totally noise-free no matter how extensive your streaming setup is.
So one of the great things about the Logitech G ecosystem is that I can use one app to control my entire desktop. So if we're going to dive into the Yeti GX settings here, you can see that there's a lot of options, but right away, the easiest way to find the best setting is to use the default preset. We already have Blue Voice enabled, but as I turn it off, you can hear that it's actually doing quite a bit to make a really nice, loud, clean, polished signal come into the computer. So you can use it just as it is, but also there's some really cool effects that you can use on the effects tab here. So everything from,
sounding like a demon from the darkest, deepest depths of wherever they come from, to
a silly chipmunk sound.
You can do all sorts of different effects to not only troll your coworkers and your friends while you're gaming, but also to create different identities or effects for your stream. You can create custom effects using a whole bunch of different parameters. You can share those effects that you've created, or you can download effects from our community to find things that other people have created. Lots of flexibility. But we also want to make sure that it's really easy to just plug in and start using. So with G Hub, you plug in the Yeti GX, you turn on Blue Voice, and you're ready to go with the default preset, sounding awesome.
So the on-mic scroll wheel should feel pretty familiar, as it's the same design as some of our mice. It just allows gamers to really quickly and efficiently get a microphone gain to where they're happy. Once you find the right fit, you can either physically click the wheel in or press the button here in G-Hub. Smart Audio Lock puts the microphone in a bit of an autopilot mode, so in those moments when your voice gets way louder on your stream, Smart Audio Lock will help keep that under control and give you nice, even audio.
Another aspect that's really powerful about G-Hub is that all of your devices can control each other's settings. So for example, you can use your keyboard or mouse to turn on or off your Litra Beam LX. You can change presets. You can also trigger samples using our Blue Voice sampler tool. So a sample is a stored piece of audio. You can import audio from your computer if you have, say, a theme song or some other sort of sample that you use for your stream, or you can use a set of built-in samples that we have provided for you. And it's just as simple as dragging those onto one of the buttons on the device that you want to use to trigger, and then you can hit that button to trigger that sample.
Bye-bye, bye-bye.
This is a really powerful way to not only control the audio of your stream, but also just have full control over all of the devices on your desktop.
We really wanted these products to adapt to each gamer's comfort and interest level. You can be involved as much or as little as you want. The Yeti GX features 2 LightSync RGB zones directed towards your camera for customization in G-Hub. It looks amazing on your desk, or my personal preference, mounted up on a boom arm.
One of the best ways to customize your devices is through our LightSync RGB technology. LightSync has made a ton of advancements technologically through low latency and high quality animations and effects across all of our devices. So right now I have my devices synced up to the soothing fuchsia that I love personally. It's nice and bright, still easy to see, but it's not too abrasive. But if you wanted to, you could change the color for up to 16.8 million colors. You can use our freestyle mode to hand select all of the different LEDs on the Yeti GX microphone, or you can create custom animations and have them apply to a bunch of different devices. So while it's really simple and easy to use, there's also tons of control to really dial in an amazing customized setup for your gear and for your stream.
We want gamers to sound their best and look their best. Litra Beam LX is a dual-sided light designed to elevate and illuminate game streamers.
The Litra Beam is an already proven product with advanced TrueSoft technology and captivating CCT white light. The Litra Beam LX takes those already impressive features and ramps it up with a rear-facing LightSync RGB light. Each side can be independently controlled for truly endless lighting customizations using the onboard controls or using LightSync in G-Hub.
LightSync is a powerful way to add personalization and tie your rig together using G-Hub. It can also be a powerful brand enhancer to add that little bit of polish to your content. With the introduction of the Litra Beam LX, we now have a dedicated LightSync device that can bring a new level of immersion and fun to your streaming or gaming setup. LightSync can be set up in any way from a static color or basic animation, all the way to powerful active effects like screen sampler, audio visualizer, and custom animations. I'm also super excited that we are releasing compatibility with the new dynamic lighting standard from Windows, which means you can sync up all of your compatible gear together.
The difference these lights make is really impressive. So we're gonna shut off the studio lights. As you can tell, they make me look great right away. I've got these already mapped to my G keys, so I'm going to show you a few options that we can do. Bright, cool blue, mild afternoon, or bright, warm candlelight. And then I'm going to go in here, I'm going to show you that I can turn off some of these lights to change. Right now I've got a left and right and a center light, so I'm lit very evenly. I'm going to show you what you can do with more of a cinematic effect. We're going to show you split lighting. So I'm going to turn off the left and center light. So I'm going to pop in here and go to my left light, turn it off, go back to my center light, also turn that off. And now I'm going to go back to just my right light control here in G-Hub. And then I can show you, like, this is 2700K. I'm going to go a little brighter first just to light myself up so you can really see the difference. And I'm going to adjust it down to 5600, which is what I'd look like out in daylight, or even go to a cool blue 6500K and really show you, you can customize this look. Right now I have a split light, so you've got more of a lit from one side, dramatic effect, but you can adjust this with 1, 2, or 3 lights. You can place these lights how you want to create more of that visual effect, or if you just want to have a single light you put above in the center, you're going to get that front lighting for more of a portrait look. What really brings us into the gaming world is the RGB light sync side, which I can just click here in G-Hub and play with colors. I can pick a color. Right now we've got purple. I can pick any color within the palette and change it, or I can go into a freestyle and adjust any of the 7 zones. So you can set this to animations, to your game themes. You can sync this with your keyboard, your mic, your headset. So it really dials in your whole gaming battle station and projects this within your space. The Litra Beam LX is certified safe for all-day use. We didn't just meet the testing guidelines, we exceeded them and are fully UL verified, which is amazing for gamers who spend a lot of the workday on video calls. It's easy to adjust my presets and switch from work mode to game mode. This should be the first RGB light you purchase. It's designed for content creation, whether you use G-Hub or the onboard controls. It's convenient and exceptional so you can focus on the game and not your equipment.
Logitech G has established itself in the gaming community based on 3 defining principles. Performance. Whether you're streaming, competing in professional environments, or just playing, you need to be able to trust your gear to do the right thing. Simplicity of use. You want to play. Your gear should support that endeavor and fit into your gaming setup. These are tools to enhance a goal, whether that's gaming with your friends, leveling up a character, or growing an audience. Your product should fit into your gaming environment naturally. And of course, identity. Your gear is part of how you define yourself, and it should represent you. How it looks, how it acts, how you want to play. The Yeti GX, the Yeti Orb, and the Litra Beam LX fit perfectly into this philosophy. And that's because they're designed to give you the most flexibility, performance, and allow you to customize things to make them your own.
We want you to play with gear as rich in potential as you are. We have the equipment you need to sound and look your best while you focus on your audience and your game.